Let's talk about Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram. In the first 6 hours, from midnight to about 6 in the morning WA time, I was looking at the US stock market. Now, it did do a bit of a dive within that 6 hours. Now they're trying to say 3 days later, nothing's happening. That's not true. What's happening is number manipulation. So they're trying to convince people that the under 16s in Australia have no impact. You have to understand algorithms, numbers, and how they manipulate numbers. I mean, look at my platform. I was reaching nearly 89,000 followers just a few weeks ago, and then when I started to speak out on certain topics, they started to drop my number in views. So I was normally getting about 25 million views per month. Now I can't even get 1 million views. How can you manipulate someone's numbers that's already there? So I reached 25 million in 1 month, and it wasn't even in the month that was over, it was just in a couple of days. Then it started to drop because I had uploaded something that the algorithm didn't like, or the reporting on my page. So they can only manipulate it for a certain amount of time before the algorithm actually kicks in. And just like MySpace, no one left MySpace because they didn't like the platform. It was just that another platform made way and gave a different perspective or a different angle. So had MySpace kept up with the new design of Facebook, I think a lot of people would have stayed. But this is what little techs have to take into consideration. So if you're there and you're thinking about doing an app that's very similar to Meta, there are two things that you need to do. One is to look into the legal side. If you were to look at the same things that's happening with Meta and Instagram, you could replicate the very same app, except you don't have to adhere to the EU or to the Australian government. Why? Because it's international law, and the Australian government can't do anything about it. And make sure that your server is based in the USA under a private corporation. Now, just like MySpace, the same thing is going to happen on Meta, Facebook and Instagram, because all it takes is a few weeks, a couple of months, and the younger generation will make a small platform explode into the same thing as Facebook and Instagram. It's just a matter of watching this space, because it's the younger generation that's predicting what's useful and what's not. I mean, look at Snapchat. It just took off because it serves a younger generation. Take those methods away, take those apps away, they're going to find smaller platforms. Those smaller platforms are going to explode, so as they are very similar than the ones that just got off. I hope someone out there who's very app savvy is listening. This is your time to become a billionaire.